Welcome to Business Spotlight. I'm joined today by Donna Boviard, and she is the founder of V.I.M Camps, based in Sussex. So, Donna, welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
So, V.I.M Camps, what's all that about? We're talking about camps for children, are we? Um,
Yes. I have a business partner who has been a friend since childhood, and we have worked together over the years many times, then decided to open up our own company offering breakfast clubs, holiday clubs, and after school clubs. So we do a little bit of everything, and we're also branching out into doing summer camps as well. So there'll be overnight camps for children.
okay, so these are with local schools, primary schools, secondary, or both?
They're in primary schools
Mhm.
currently.
Yeah,
We also have an outdoor site as well that we run from a wonderful natural beauty area that is owned by the Scouts,
right.
which is in Small Dole. So that's completely outdoors. So we're offering forest schools and all those kind of fun things where children could just be outdoors and run around in the fields.
Oh wow, what's the range? It sounds like the kids have a lot of fun. What's the purpose? What are you trying to achieve with these camps at the children or the schools?
So our main priority is for children to get to play,
Right.
which is something that uh, luckily is coming back into kind of fashion
Hmm.
in the education settings where it's been, recognized that play is so important for
Yeah,
children's development.
yeah,
Um, so our camps aren't directed in one way or another. They're not drama, they're not sports necessarily, they're not crafts.
yeah,
They're a little bit of everything. So we just enable the environment for children to play.
yeah.
So it's all kind of just set up very organically for them to, find a sheet in the corner and make a den or go outside. It's very much
Yeah.
child led.
Now, that's really interesting because you've highlighted an issue there about, people are recognizing how important play is in child development. But of course, schools have been pressed over so many years just to be focusing on results and churning out, SATs grades of a certain level and literacy and numeracy levels, etc. So I'm guessing the schools are the kind of space you're stepping into is where they're currently under resourced. So though they recognize the importance, they haven't got the resources themselves in order to fill that gap. Would that be fair?
100% all the time to do it, like you say, because it's so structured now.
Yeah.
Teachers don't get that chance to be able to say, right, kids, I can see you're all a bit full of energy, let's get outside. You could see that teachers would love to be able to do things like that, like, let's run around the field and come back in.
Hide under a
um
blanket.
but those days have kind of gone. It
Yeah.
is, there's so much to cover. Teachers are always got
Hmm.
their back up against it with having to
Yeah.
make sure that they cover every area that they're meant to. And we do have a lot of teachers who actually pop their heads in and go, oh, I wish I was with you guys this afternoon,
Yeah.
when they're sitting in their classroom having to mark work
Yeah.
and then go home, don't get home till 5 o'clock, so they can hear the children laughing and playing and seeing their real personalities. It's really tricky for teachers.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe you've got another business opportunity for the adults then. Give them an opportunity to do the same.
Come and play.
But in all seriousness, what you're describing sounds like a lot of fun for the children, whatever. But of course, sitting behind of all that is a very serious point because you've got to
Yeah,
have the insurances in place, you've got to have the training, you've got to have all of that structure, which kind of emphasizes how important you believe this is as an activity in children's
yeah.
development. So it's a business. But what's the business model? Where's the remuneration come from? Where's the opportunity for growth in this going forwards?
So we started about a year and a half ago. So, like you say, a lot of that time is just building up. It's each site needs to be Ofsted certified. So the whole thing with Ofsted is you have to dot every I, you have to cross every T. So a lot of it in the beginning is all the planning. It's making sure we have everybody in the right role, making sure everybody's trained. We have to cover SEN, we have to cover safeguarding, we have to make sure that all of our settings have trained staff, that they're all DBS checked, first aid, all of those things we want anyway. So they're all very important to us. And then as you get your core staff, which is me and Seb, my business partner, we're very lucky because we've worked in this industry for so many years. When we were starting our own business, we said, we're starting our own business. Do you want to come with us? And they're like, yes. So we got our core group quite quickly.
Yeah.
And then since then, it's basically getting our name known, trusted, out there on social media, meeting with schools, and then building that reputation of what we offer, and why we are slightly different from other larger clubs that may not be able to give that real personal attention that we can, because we go site to site every day. We handpick every staff. We do in-house training with everybody, and also send them on courses as well. So it is a very organic thing. The goal, like you say, is to expand on the clubs that we have. The bigger you get, the easier it is to hire in more qualified staff and expand what you can offer. To carry on with the holiday clubs and the summer camps, which I think is really important for children to get that time away. You can do it with scouts and brownies, but this is kind of offering something slightly different than what they can offer, because we can hone in and have a slightly higher budget on what we offer. So it can be, more tailor-made with professional staff.
Okay. So who are your customers? Who are you marketing to? Is it the schools? Is it the children? Is it the parents? Is it providing the funding?
Yeah, so basically all of the above. So term time, it's working parents, because currently without you can get the childcare vouchers through work schemes.
Yeah.
But parents who are not able to work, their places aren't funded for term time, unfortunately. So it's working parents that we mainly get, or students, parents that have maybe gone back to university. They can also apply for funding. So we mainly are targeting parents and saying, we're different from a childminder, as you can do drop-ins with us. It can be ad hoc sessions, where when my children were younger, with a childminder, you have to book those set days because they have limited spaces. So if you need a Monday, you have to book every Monday, whether you use that space or not. So with us, it's just a simple booking system, and they can, be late on a train and say, actually, I'm going to book my child in now. I won't get there till 5 p.m. Or, their partner's gone sick and they have to book their child in last minute. So we can either be there for the parents that want us all year round and they book up for the full year, or we can be there for the parents that just need that emergency care within the school, know that we're Ofsted certified, and that their children will have fun play session.
Yeah. No.
So they're our market, but also obviously schools, because it's kind of is a saturated industry now.
Yeah.
And getting the trust of schools that they go ahead with us is a very big deal for head teachers to have somebody else on their school building. that's
Yes.
looking after their children. It's you know, that's their babies.
No, I understand completely.
Yeah.
So tell me, what have you learned through running this business? What has it taught you?
Um, it's taught me that it's really important to have a vision, and that you know what you're saying directly to your staff and to the parents and to the schools and to the wider community of what you're going to be offering. It's not the same as babysitting.
No.
You do need to have, every day you need to come in with that drive of pressing what you want, because you know some staff that you're going to get is because they're at university. They might not have the experiences we have on how to interact with children, so it's constantly reinforcing, no, this is the vision we want, this is what
Yeah.
we want you to be, how we want you to interact with children, this is the image that we need to actually do.
Yeah. No,
We need to
you need
impart it.
clear, you need a clear vision and purpose that people
Yeah.
can align to, and constantly being, it drives what you do, and also drives the people that you attract to help you
Mm.
do it as well. And the mission to communicate. I think that's really interesting.
And for the children as well, they need to
Yeah.
feel secure when they arrive, that they know who the staff is. So you've got those consistent staff that come in each day.
Mm.
They realize, oh, little Jimmy's just thrown his bag on the floor. That's not
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah.
I'll go over and support him. Building those relationships with the children, and having staff who are happy and stay is fundamental to the
Yeah.
whole thing. You want the children to come in just laughing, feeling comfortable. They've got no worries. This is their time. It's
Yeah.
not an extension of the school day.
No, absolutely. No, that's really important. So what's the future for you? What are your hopes for the next 12 months? What are you looking to develop and grow?
Well, for the next 12 months, we are looking to expand into other schools, ideally in Brighton and Hove area, and West Sussex.
Yeah.
So we're in talks with various schools who may not be currently happy with their provider. It's very, very rare to find a school now that doesn't already have wraparound, because it's the law. So
Yeah.
they all do, but I think some schools try and do it in-house,
Right.
and then they realize, they think, oh, it's going to be an extra amount of money for the school. Then they realize it's
So much more.
training staff, it's paying staff, it's insurance, it's food costs, it's
That's
the
another
booking
business.
systems. Yeah.
It's another business that the school has effectively got to set up within its own boundaries, and
Yeah.
the point is missed.
And I think once once you explain the model to them, that they'll be able to sit back, watch that the club's running well and that children are enjoying it, but also bring in an income of rent, without having to do anything. They're like, aha, yeah, that's actually quite good for us.
Business model for them too. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes the school some money. It means that their children are safe and they're well looked after, and that it's all year round care as well. We have those children breakfast after school and throughout the holidays.
Fantastic.
So parents know that their children are safe and happy, and the children love coming to the holiday clubs because they might meet new friends from other schools as well. So yeah,
Donna, it's actually wonderful what you're doing. It's a really vital piece of work, and it's so refreshing to hear, that how important play is, and that it's recognised. So, I wish you well for everything that you're going to do and expanding what you're doing in the reach. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.